Hey everyone, I am here with Bry. We are here to talk about bets for the week. Um, Dude, is there anything that we need to recap about last week? One thing I wanted to mention is I know you had posted up that you make a straight bet and then a parlay every week. Um,
Yeah,
I know there's not really like any rules or disqualification or anything, but nobody else seems to really be doing that.
I know. They like wanted to jump in on it, and then they like post them up after the fact, or like they don't even do the straight bet part or something. I don't know.
I've been
I'm not tracking their stuff. They could track their own stuff if they want to.
Yeah, by the way, Miss and Joel, if you guys end up watching this, that spreadsheet I made has a tab for each of you, so you can go in there and just easily put your bet in, and it's pretty intuitive, right? You put the amount you won or lost in the column, and it'll automatically calculate your winning percentage, tell you how much money you have left, but you might have to go back a couple weeks and kind of figure out your wins and losses. But yeah, so if you put in a positive number, it goes green because you won that bet. If you put in a negative number, it goes red because you lost that bet. And then it adds or subtracts it to this remaining bankroll that you guys have. Everyone should have had 100 to start. Um, yeah, I kind of agree. Like, you can post your bets late and stuff, but why? Like, post them in there early. No, nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, and it's supposed to only be like two bets per week, right? Like one regular and one parlay. You could tease it if you want. You could do however you want to do it. But like Miss was doing one that was like spanning two different weeks, and like yeah, and then I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. Like, if you go to my tab, go to the tab I have.
Yeah.
You can see like I put the blue and yellow on there to show, okay, that's week one. The blue is week two, week three, week four. So
Oh,
you can see
gotcha.
like the two bets like per week. I try to put the straight bet on top and then the parlay down below. I've been doing pretty simple stuff so far. I haven't gone beyond two teams, and I haven't, or maybe I did one week. I lost the Stupid Vikings lost, but I put, if it's a straight bet, I just don't put the spread. If it's a spread, I put the spread after the team kind of thing, and then
Yeah.
I mark it green if it won, red if it lost, and then you can see how it tracks over to the other column.
Yeah, I saw how you did that. I didn't see that you were color coding the weeks though. Like you're going like above and beyond with this thing, which is really cool actually, right? It kind of just
Makes it
helps.
easier to organize and see. And then I added that column L where I just put in the bet and how much you win off it, so that I don't have to go back to the other site and open it up. Like,
Yeah, same here.
yeah.
That's a lot easier just seeing like, okay, if I won or lost, that's what I put in this J column for you. Um, But
So
whatever. Honestly, like guys, I don't care if you just. I'm happy anyone's putting their bets in there. That was my whole point of starting this freaking thread is just to see what other people are doing. And honestly, like the part that's difficult for me, Bry, is that we are capping ourselves to two bets per week. Um, because like Miss that bet he posted, I'm like, dude, I already posted my bets. I already made my bets, but I would make that bet too if I could because I think it's really good what he was doing. Um,
you can still make it, right? Like,
I
or the money like already like settled in there or something. You would have to do like add more money to do it or
Yeah,
something.
I could make it, but this starting bankroll of $100 is for this specific thing that we're doing. So I'd have to throw extra money in there, and I just don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But anyways, good bet this week, Miss. I'm sure we'll see Joel's bet, Sunday at 4 p.m. and we can
Well,
see.
I don't know. Have you even been like following their? Have they been winning or losing or what? Like, I don't even follow their stuff because they don't post results or anything. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, Joel posted that he won the parlay last week, so he won like 45 bucks, but then he lost
Okay.
his money line bet or whatever. Um, But I don't know. We're only 4 weeks in. I might go back and try and track some of this stuff for them. It
I mean,
probably,
I can see their tabs at the bottom. I see Miss and Joel or whatever
yeah,
on there.
eh,
So they just need to go in there and like fill it in or what they did.
yeah. I think I did this first week for him, and then there's Joel. I must have done his for him too, unless he did that.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, all right. Either way, let's get to our bets for this week.
Sure.
These are yours. So Why'd you choose these? Just curious.
Well, for one, as we talked about, I hadn't done them yet, and you want to do the video, so I'm like, I'll just go in and make them real quick. So, one thing I do like to do in general is I'll look at home teams that are getting points. I always kind of like those kind of bets. I think I saw something back when I was in college, so who knows, 30 years ago. I don't know if it still holds, but those typically win like 60% of the time or something. So the odds are kind of already in your favor for those. But then I also that's the first thing I look at, and then I look at the teams. If I just don't like the matchup, I just move on, kind of thing. I did this quick, so I didn't want to look at the over unders at all. I just kind of went straight. Okay, well, what teams do I think are going to win that have like small spreads? So that's kind of where I landed on this week, just because I was doing it quickly. I like the Dolphins over the Panthers. I think they're going to get their second win. Carolina's, I mean, they're not as a joke team as their record indicates. They're not completely trash, but I do think that Miami's just going to try to run the ball more, and I think that'll work out to their favor. So I think they can cover a 1 point win. Um, and kind of those other teams, I just kind of looked at the matchups, and I think one I'm getting points, the other ones I'm giving up points or whatever. But there is a small, it's like 2.5 or 2 points or something like that, and I just think those teams are actually just going to win. So um, I just went with that. I did the spread to get a little extra value out of it, but
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So pretty simple. I forgot who it was. It was like the Cowboys and the Giants or something, or I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't. It's hard for me to see it on there, but
Oh, really? Let me see if I can like make this thing bigger.
I mean, I think I could zoom in if I wanted to, but
Gotcha.
yeah, the Giants are playing the Saints, who are just kind of the worst team in the NFL right now, and the Cowboys are playing the other worst team in the NFL right now. So
Yeah, I kind of like it.
maybe that's why I went that way. I don't know.
It's a.
Not, yeah, go ahead.
It seems like a good momentum play, right? The Dolphins just won. Um, I guess the Cowboys tied, but at least they didn't lose. And the Giants just won, like
Yeah.
unexpectedly against the Chargers. So, um, yeah, those are solid bets. And I liked also the bet you made last week, the Steelers. That's not a bet I would normally make because I think they were underdogs, and I think
Yeah.
just a win straight up. Um,
Well, they were a team at home that were getting points. I didn't realize at home meant that they were actually over in Ireland or some shit. But I saw it afterwards. I was like, oh crap, they're not even really at home. But I just liked them over the Vikings last week. And I
wow.
looked at the game this week too, the Browns versus the Vikings, right? And I was tempted to go back to the well, but then I'm like, but I wanted the Vikings actually, right? I'm like, Vikings aren't going to lose two overseas. They're like been there for 3 weeks. They're settling with the time zone. They're probably going to win. But I think I have a lot of Browns players on my fantasy team, so I don't want to root against my team. So I just
Gotcha.
avoided that game. Yeah.
Vikings are a weird team for me because, 2 weeks ago they slaughtered a team like 41 to something, and then they get beat by the Steelers the next week. I'm just like, I don't know what to even make of you guys right now. Like, you need to show me some kind of consistency somewhere.
Yeah, with their quarterback issues, that's probably why they're inconsistent, right? They're flopping around with different guys. So
For sure. I don't know, man. Something about this week with Miles Garrett, I'm staying away from that whole situation.
I'm playing the Browns defense, right? So that's why I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
oh man, that's why I didn't want to touch that game. Even though I think the Vikings will probably win that game, I just didn't want to touch it.
well, they just get beat up 2 weeks in a row. Um, Mine did the homer pick Kansas City Chiefs against the Jags. I think the Jags are actually a okay team this season. They seem to be figuring out, I don't know, their run game, which they couldn't get going last year. But I like what the Chiefs have shown the last couple weeks. I think something after two losses changed their philosophy. Mahomes is slinging the ball more, and they're actually executing on their plays. So I'm just sticking with them to continue doing what they've done the last couple weeks. Um, and then because I won the teaser last week, which was also a 5 team, I just decided to give it another shot. Right, keep doing what's working.
Okay.
There was a huge mistake here in that I chose Well, let's just go top to bottom. Chargers. I don't know why they lost last week, but I don't think they'll lose at home this
Their
week.
O line got hurt.
That's true. They lost Joe Alt, right?
Yeah, and they were already missing Rashawn Slater or whatever. So
Um, Nonetheless, I think them at home, given a field goal plus, should be good enough to secure that one. The Ravens was the mistake. The Ravens were, I think,
mm,
-3.5 at the start of the week. Now, without this teaser, they are 1 point underdogs at home against the Texans. So I could have gotten them for 9.5 if I had waited.
oh, I see. Yeah, because Cooper Rush or whatever.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
Okay.
Granted, I still think they're just going to probably run the ball with Derrick Henry like 1,000 times and probably win this game. It's weird that they're even underdogs at home, but they are 1-3, so maybe
Didn't KC just kind of light them up through the air though last week?
KC did light them up.
So I mean, I think the Texans have the weapons to do that. They just like you said, their O line is just trash. That's why you don't like that team or whatever. But
Right.
yeah,
Uh, so we'll see. That could just be a critical error on my part. Um, like this straight bet, taking Kansas City plus the points, pretty
yep.
easy. Tampa Bay Bucks. So I always try and like look at the over unders, and it's actually one of the harder bets for me to try and figure out. To be like, yeah, this is certainly going to be a game where you get like 8 touchdowns. But I didn't understand why this was so low, even at 43 points, right? Without taking the teaser, I was like, dude, the Bucks are a great team. The Seahawks are a great team. Like, I would take this naturally to go over. So, um, given 70.
What is the over under on it?
So it's 37.5
Oh,
plus
okay.
7 points, right? Because 7 points is my teaser. So their natural
Oh,
under is what, 44 and a half.
I see. Okay.
Um, so yeah, I think that will easily hit the over, but I couldn't feel confident about any other team this week and their over unders. And then the
Maybe
Bills.
because like Bucky Irving's not for sure. Evans is out, but maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
I don't know either. I feel like they're still figuring out ways to get it done. Uh,
Yeah.
and the Bills, the Bills are just every game they're favored by like 19 points. It's like the Patriots. You remember when they had Randy Moss and it was like, dude, it's a 15-point spread, but you bet it and they still covered, right? Like,
So wait, how many points did you? Because I was looking at the Bills thing today, and it was like they were getting like 10 points or something, or giving up 10 points or something.
okay, so they've continued to rise, right? In their spread, they probably started at 8.5, and now they're up to 10. So people think, yeah, they're just gonna smash the freaking.
Yeah, so you getting like -1.5? That's a freaking steal. I gotta try these teasers. I guess I gotta figure 'em- I think it's pretty easy on that site. You just put in the number or whatever.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. You make your bets, and then there's like that parlay tab, which is just no teaser. Then you go to the teaser tab, and there's a drop down where you can select like 5 points, 6, 7 points, and it will change
Okay,
every single game that you bet on. It'll change it by 7 points for you.
by that, but then you're giving up how much you're winning or whatever by
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
well, look at the bet that Miss made earlier, right? He did a 4-team parlay that was natural, and it was $20 to win like 500, right? This
Oh,
is
okay.
this is a 5-team, 16 to win like 60. So you give up a ton of juice. Um, but if you're just like whatever, I want a sure thing. I don't care about the money. I just want to win. Then sometimes it makes sense to do it.
All right.
Well, there we go.
Those are solid. I think I like all of those on there. The only one is like you said that Ravens one. I'm if you had the extra points from that, like for sure. But yeah, the Texans. I mean, I held on to my Texans defense in the dynasty league, even though I'm not starting them because I think I got the Cardinals or somebody. But I just don't even want to put them out there for someone else to use
Yeah.
because like I think they're a really good matchup this week against Baltimore if Cooper Rush is playing. So
And that's the thing. It's kind of funny you mentioned that because we just had like $45 bid on the Packers, which I don't disagree with. Like they are supposed to be one of the greatest defenses or whatever. But
They
It's
just
kind of
gave up
this.
40 to the Cowboys, though. And, like, I mean, aside from the fact you probably could have bid like 5 or 10. If you really wanted them 10, they're almost guaranteed, right? But who knows?
Oh, I looked at it. I did place a bid on them for $2, and last night I was like, oh, should I put $3 on them? But like, nah, no one's gonna bid on those guys. Like you said, it was a 40-point game or whatever the other week. But then,
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like, I always thought like that 2 to 3 is kind of the sweet spot for getting defenses, but then like Justin bid like 15 on somebody like that I was trying to get. I was like, what the fuck? Like, or I mean, it was 10 or whatever it was. It was way more than I like. I guess he really wanted those guys or something.
for sure, that's the cool thing about Fab is like, well, one, people have these wildly different strategies for picking up free agents. But then also you kind of learn like people's habits, right? Like, okay, this guy's willing to
Yeah,
spend $10 on the defense. I'm not even going to attempt it now, or maybe I'll overspend that.
I still don't like the way it works where like you got to copy it to certain round. Like if you look at the like previously processed waivers or whatever, I think I had like 5 different tight ends I was targeting. I figure I'm going to get one of these guys. I don't care which one. But then you have to copy it to the round. So you look and you get to like the section where it's my team and it takes up like 6 pages because it just keeps repeating the same thing. Player not available, player not available,
Yeah,
player not available. Like stupid.
I noticed
So
that too, looking at waiver uh, transaction reports on Wednesday. I was like, dude, this is just like a nightmare trying to read through all this.
I know it's so hard to figure out. I wonder how it would look if we did the other, like the more straightforward way, the way that like every other league works, right? You just put in whoever's the highest gets the guy, and that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm curious about
like,
that too. One thing
like
I
maybe the
noticed is
formatting would still look dumb. Who knows?
yeah, it's hard to say if the site just, by the nature of how it's designed would prevent something that simple. I did notice that Sui didn't copy bids to multiple rounds, and as a result, he didn't get players that he probably would have if, he had done it correctly. Um,
Oh, okay.
like he bid, I can't remember what on Wednesday, but he got the first guy that he bid on, but then his second or third guy was Darius Slayton for $15, and I got him for like $1, right? Because he didn't copy it to the next round.
Maybe that's part of the way it works, and that's his strategy or something. Maybe it's like if I get this defense for 45, I don't want the other guy. I think that's how the stretch explained how it's supposed to work. I don't know. I still don't get it, and I don't even care anymore. I just hit the copy button every time and
It's
just
like you said, copy, copy, copy,
yeah, just copy a bunch of extra click stretch,
copy. Yeah, for sure.
extra click.
Extra click free stretch. All right, I got another bold flavor for everyone.
Oh, cool. What is this?
Have you had these before?
Wild Buffalo crispy chips.
They are chips, but they're like protein chips. So they're made of, I don't know, like chicken or
Meat.
something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really, we've had them for a while and I didn't eat them. They were like, my kids' snack going to school. And then one day I was hungry and opened this thing and they were amazing.
Are they Sam's Club?
Sam's Club, yeah. They
Yeah.
sell them pretty regularly. So they're just like these buffalo flavored crispy chips. Dude, the flavor on these things, every single time it lights your mouth up. It's like it hits every single taste bud.
Does
And
it have MSG in it? Look at the
I
ingredients.
don't care if it does. Natural flavors. So yeah, let's just say that's probably MSG.
Well, no, it would say on there if they put it, unless it's under a certain amount. But usually it says monosodium glutamate or whatever. But
No, it doesn't say that. And I guess it's like egg whites and chicken is the protein that makes the chip. I'm telling you though, and I might.
bring a bag on Sunday,
Okay, cool. It is.
or bring that bag or whatever.
I just can't believe the flavor, how it hits you every single time. It's they are definitely the best chips I think I've ever had.
I made beef jerky. I don't know. This is several years ago or whatever. But I have like the little dehydrator, and I go over to Beef Palace and I have them like slice it, and then like I think I had the guy slice it way too thin. They always suggest, "Oh, I'll do it this much." I'm like, "Oh no, it was too thick last time. Do it like thinner." The guy did it so thin that like my beef jerky came out. I brought some to work. The guy's like, dude, these are like meat chips. He was like eating them. He's like, these are so good, dude. He was like, he was stoked. I gave him like a huge bag. He was like just grinding them. But yeah, you would bite them. They just like crumbled like chips or whatever, and they're really good.
I have
So
had that happen before. Right. It is incredible.
yeah,
It's like a treat when you get one of them, you know?
yeah, freaking meat chip. All right, well, cool. Yeah, bring that bag on Sunday. I guess we're swinging. Did you end up getting any of those like magic things at Sam's Club?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
did you?
yeah, in fact, the 9 pack of boosters, I think I sent it to you guys. It was like 34, $35.
Yeah.
It actually dropped to 30, like
Oh shit. Can you still get one, or do you have to order online, or do you just go in there and get it?
I'll go check, and if it's still available, I'll send you the link to get it or whatever. Or I'll get it if you don't have a Sam's Club.
Yeah, just get it, and I'll just give you the money because I don't have Sam's Club or whatever.
Okay, cool.
So
If it is, I'll get it. If not, I'll just let you know.
yeah, for 30, dude, I'm all about. I was even considering it for the other price, but yeah, for 30, I'm fully down.
Dude, for 9 booster packs and like one of them Modern Horizon.
Well, yeah, one's Horizons, and the other ones I was looking at it. So I've been watching. I'm kind of getting off track, and these guys probably don't care about Talk Magic, so they can check out if they want. But yeah, I've been watching these videos on like underrated cards from these like last like few sets, and like there's some decent cards in there. So I started looking through all my. I didn't buy a lot of these last few sets. I don't have a lot of the. You know, some are commons or uncommons, but I didn't have them. But I'm like, yeah, cool. I started thinking about that pack you sent because it has like all those sets like Karlov and Bloomborough and stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Talk Magic, fuckers.
Yeah. It's bad you're not our secret text chat, Suey. All you gotta do is play some Magic with us.
Yeah, you can get an invite.
Be part of the Shadow Club.
All right, well, cool. We'll see how the bets shake out. Look at the spreadsheet real quick. Where are we sitting at? I think I was like $1 over.
You are. So I'm at 116, but you gotta subtract the bets I made, right? Like.
Well, yeah, you subtract it once it wins or loses, I guess. But
yeah,
so you're at 116, and I'm at like 101.
If I lost all my bets right now, you are at 101.24,
and I'd lose 11. Yeah.
So we'll see. We're still right in it. It's the season's early, and I'm glad we're not like going all in and we're like broke by week 5. You know.
But yeah, that's why I've been keeping it like small amounts so far or whatever. But I probably will start boosting them up if I start getting behind. I'll be like, I gotta somehow get ahead.
Yeah, and also another question, I guess. Now that we're on that, you know, on the site that you and I make our bets, you can also go into the game and make like prop bets on that game. Is that something you'd be interested in doing too? Like, let's say you're not sure about any of the games or the spreads or anything, but you do know this one player is playing against the defense. You're like, no, he's going to get more than 55 yards.
I mean, if you want to use that, I would say not for the parlay, but I guess if you want to use that for like your one bet or whatever, your single bet, if you want to make it a prop bet, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this whole thing is just whatever we made up. So I guess as long as you make one regular bet and one parlay, it doesn't really matter what you put in there, I guess.
Oh, cool. So, yeah. No, and I mean, honestly, it's not like you get any competitive edge. Like, we all know that Vegas has the edge, so we're just trying to like do anything we can to win, right?
Well, that site in particular has the edge because every bet you make is at like minus 110.
Oh, for
like
sure.
If you just, so it's like, okay, that's their cut already, right? Like, So that's why, like, I think I bet like what was it, like $7 to win like 275 on a parlay. Stupid.
That was
but I won. Yeah.
That like the $2 you were gonna win, you could have spent that before that game started, and know 100% that's coming back to you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool, man.
All right, catch you later. I guess I'll see you Sunday.
Sounds good.
El Jefe Gordo.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Bye.